Hello guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. At kung bago ka sa channel na to, I am Za and this is Za Canada. In my channel, we talk about immigration updates, real life situation of Filipinos here in Canada, at marami pang iba. And grabe, ito na yata ang mainit-init pa na balita na nag-trending sa buong Canada. And in fact, umabot na nga talaga to sa Immigration Minister na si Lena Diab at sa Ottawa mismo. So, ito ay tungkol sa international students sa Calgary na sa punto na nag-hunger strike na sila. So, imagine niyo, nagpakagutom daw sila. Ito ang isipin natin. Nag-aral sila dito. Nagbayad ng malaking tuition fee. Nagsakripisyo ang buong pamilya nila. Nangutang, nagbenta, nagsanla. Tapos pagkatapos gumraduate, hindi nabigyan ng pagkakataon na magtrabaho. Hindi nabigyan ng postgraduate work permit. Ito ang pag-uusapan natin sa video na to. Panoorin hanggang dulo.
From islands to maple leaves, strength of a heart that believes. Goodbye to Manila, hello to the crisp air, taking a risk with a dream and a prayer. From bustling streets to the...
Thank you so much for staying in my channel. At sa mga nag-subscribe pala sa akin lately, maraming salamat po. Patuloy lang po kayong mag-comment, mag-like sa mga video ko at tell me, speak your mind, kahit ano pa yan. At sasagutin ko at I will try my best to answer all of you as timely as I can. Okay? So, yun lang nga po. In this video, ano nga ba talaga ang nangyari? Guaranteed ba talaga ang PGWP? PGWP again stands for Postgraduate Work Permit. So ito ang permit na ibinibigay kapag natapos mo ang isang program or ang isang course, diploma, or certificate study here in Canada. Yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. So, let's go. First, may lumabas na balita na ang mga international student na to is nag-hunger strike nga. Ayan, alam naman natin ang hunger strike, yung tipong magpapakagutom daw sila. Tapos, syempre, ayun, syempre, pag nagpakagutom sila, sabi, ito lang ang, this is my only thought kung bakit sila magpapakagutom, okay? Siyempre, magiging cargo sila ni Canada, di ba? Pag nag-hunger strike sila, there might be a call for human rights violation or something like that or something to that effect. Okay? So, anyway. So, dahil nga na-deny ang kanilang postgraduate work permit application, ang protest ay kalaunang ipinahinto. So, huminto na pala. Kasi hinikayat nila sila ng mga community leaders ng mga estudyante na unahin ang kanilang kalusugan habang nagpapatuloy ang paghingi ng reconsideration and support. Okay? So which means that there is a group of community leaders na they were asked to stop kasi nga they will put their health at risk kapag pinagpatuloy naman nila ito. Pero sa side ng mga estudyante, sinasabi nila na nag-enroll sila and naniniwala sila na maa-approve since maa-approve sila ng postgraduate work permit kapag nag-apply sila. Pero yun na nga, na-deny at doon nagsimula ang protesta o ang rally. So, ulitin lang natin, ano nga ba ang PGWP? Ang PGWP na ito ay ibinibigay sa mga international student na nakapagtapos ng pag-aaral. It's either 1 year or 3 years. For example, kung 1 year ang pinag-aralan mo dito sa Canada, then you are eligible for a 1-year postgraduate work permit. Kung 2 years naman ang tinapos mo kay Canada, then you are eligible, you might be eligible for a 3-year postgraduate work permit. Pero hindi to automatic. Okay? Yan lagi ang tatandaan natin. Bansa nila ito, hindi natin to bansa. Hindi siya guaranteed. Hindi guaranteed na 100% approve ang PGWP mo. Okay? At yan ang gustong linawin. At yan din ang gusto kong linawin sa video na to. And based on the interviews that was made by big news telecast here in Canada, kaya pala sila nag-strike kasi they were told or they were informed by whoever they were informed by, maybe their own immigration consultant, o sa bansa nila, may nagsabi sa kanila na kapag nag-apply kayo dito sa ganitong program, magiging eligible kayo for a work permit. Or nakita nila in social media, TikTok, YouTube, ayan. And pinaniwalaan nila na yung program na kinuha nila is magiging eligible for PGWP. However, meanwhile, si Federal Immigration Department, si IRCC na ang mismo nagsabi na wala namang bago. Wala namang bagong eligibility rule. Kung ano yung nilabas nila last time, yun pa din ang batas magpahanggang ngayon based on their latest news about PGWP or rules about PGWP. So, para sa usapan ito, nilinaw lang nila na most probably or in most cases, the reason why your PGWP was denied, you are not eligible for it. So, ito yung naging main issue dito. So, most probably, naniwala ang iba sa kanila, or especially yung karamihan sa kanila, sa mga sabi-sabi lang. Hindi nila na-verify siguro ang mga program or eligibility ng program at school gamit ang official IRCC website. Again, this is not legal advice. I'm not an immigration consultant. And this is my own opinion about this particular issue. So, unang-una, I can say na nakakaawa talaga. Actually, kung siguro nangyari sa akin yung sitwasyon na yan, well, surely I will be devastated as well. Kasi nga, imagine mo, nag-spend ako ng 1 taon. The minimum is 1 year. Nag-spend ako ng 1 taon para tapusin ang pag-aaral ko, nakagraduate ako. And then eventually, nakala ko makukuha kong PGWP. Kahit paano, mabawi ko man lang yung pinang-tuition ko, pero yun pala hindi. Madedenay pala. After pala ng pag-aaral ko, uuwi ako. 'Di ba? So, anong mangyayari dun sa mga nag-loan, dun sa mga nagsanla ng lupa, nag-work ng part-time, nagtiis, nag-adjust, tapos, ganun na lang yung mangyayari. So, for future international student, wag sana nating iasa yung buhay natin sa social media, sa TikTok, sa sabi-sabi lang. Make your own research. I always mention this in my channel. Practice due diligence. Diba? Mag-research uso na naman ang ChatGPT, Gemini, AI, lahat yan. Lahat yan makikita na natin sa isang tick lang ng ng internet. Wi-Fi ka, 'di ba? Lahat 'yan available na sa internet. Hindi kagaya noon, 'di ba? Kailangan mo pang magtanong sa mga tao na nandito na sa Canada para lang malaman mo kung anong latest trend. Ngayon hindi, lahat available na online. Lahat na pwede mong tingnan kung may reviews or wala. Lahat makikita mo kung scam ba o hindi. Kung eligible ba o hindi. Kung approved ba o hindi. Di ba ang dami ng ways para makita natin ang mga informasyon. So, going back, do not believe everything that you see on TikTok. There are so much YouTube shorts or TikTok na nagsasabi na if you apply for this program, you would be eligible for a 1-year postgraduate work permit. Hindi nakasalalay sa atin or hindi nakasalalay dun sa isang vlogger or sa isang influencer ang buhay natin. Nakasalalay lagi sa atin yan, of course, sa poong may kapal at sa gulong ng ating palad. Kung marunong tayong magbasa, mag-research, ibigay ang konting panahon natin para tingnan talaga yung mga information dyan sa ine-enrollan natin na program, then siguro hindi mangyayari ito. Okay? So the next one is research your school. Totoo ba yung school na sinasabi ni influencer na yan? Totoo ba yan? Meron ba talaga nag-i-exist na school na yan? Or kung nag-i-exist ba, accessible ba siya? Accessible ba siya sa transportation? Baka naman, bago pa ako makarating sa eskwelahan niyan, kailangan ko magbiyahe ng 2 oras. 'Di ba? Research it. Aside from research it, check mo rin kung may nakapagtapos na ba dyan sa eskwelahan na yan. Ang dami ng information. Okay? Keep copies of everything. If you were already told or if you've been told na, oo nga, it says here exactly na, yes, this program is actually eligible for a postgraduate work permit, then keep copies of everything like emails, offer letters, acceptance letters, program description, school brochures. Lahat yan. Lahat ng pwede nating magamit. Eventually, halimbawa, pag nag-a-apply na tayo, oo, sinabi niyo sa akin ito eh. Sabi niyo sa akin, the reason why I actually applied in your school because I was informed that this particular program is eligible for a 1 year or for a postgraduate work permit. So if you can actually show that particular receipt or brochure or whatever, offer letter, acceptance letters or whatever, then baka may laban kayo. Again, it depends upon IRCC pa din. Hindi ako si IRCC. But at least may evidence kayo. Okay? Then, have a plan B. Not even a plan B. Plan B to Z or A to Z. So, si plan A mo, si international student, right? And eventually get your work permit and maybe work your way through PR. Maybe. But if that didn't work, then you might need another plan, B to Z. Kunyari, matatapos na, you found out na nagkamali ka pala, ay, hindi pala kasali itong program na to para dun sa mabibigyan ng PGWP. Most probably, while I'm studying in this program, I might need to learn a new language as well para at least you can get a work permit using a different pathway. There is a Francophone Mobility Work Permit Program. Ayan na nga. There is, if you already have your skills in French, then you may want to move to a different province where you can use your French skill para mabigyan ka ng work permit, or Or, pwede mo rin siyang gamitin if kung na-reach mo talaga yung desired score, yung mas mataas pa, then you may want to transition or create an account in Express Entry. And if you have a CLB 7 in all competencies, then baka mag-qualify ka pa sa French category-based selection. Or, i-check nyo yung provincial nominee program. So, malay mo, yung pinag-aralan mo pala is in demand sa isang province which you'd be able to use eventually to transition into PR. Okay? So, dapat prepared tayo. And surely, in this video, I would like to also talk about focus on the things that you can control right now. So, finish your studies kasi hindi naman na talaga natin makokontrol si IRCC. Si IRCC is government yan ng Canada. Again, bansa nila to. Okay? This is their country and they always have the right to change or alter anything that is in their regulatory body. Dumadaan yan lahat. Nakikita nyo naman pag may pinapasila silang bill, di ba? It really takes months for them to before it can be passed into a real bill. So which means na lahat ng mga bagay-bagay dito is pinag-iisipan din ng bonggang-bongga ng mga officials ng government. Okay? So, follow your permit conditions, keep your document organized na ano ko na yan, na-touch ko na yan kanina. Stay updated using official government information. Huwag tayong basta-basta maniniwala sa mga sabi-sabi lang. Okay? So, I can say that in my YouTube channel, I can say that all of the things that I've mentioned so far in my videos, as of posting my videos, are real and based on my real experience. Okay? And ask qualified professional if your case is complicated. Kung sa tingin nyo na hindi nyo na alam kung ano yung next step nyo or yung next pathway nyo after being an international student, then you may want to talk to a real immigration or legitimate immigration consultant or lawyer. Okay? So, hindi porket may isang news, mangyayari na yun sa lahat. Okay? Remember, every case is different. Before I end this video, I would like to leave a question to you guys. Should the government reconsider the cases where students believe they relied on incorrect or unclear information? Sa tingin nyo, pwede bang i-reconsider ng government ang kanilang request na bigyan sila ng postgraduate work permit kasi nga may mga information na nabasa sila na eligible daw sila? Or should everyone simply follow whatever the immigration rules require regardless of expectations? Okay? Comment your answer below. Babasahin ko yan. And again, I'll try my best to answer as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching till the end. At laging tatandaan, hindi kailangang maraming pera. Basta may peace of mind. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, see you. Bye-bye.
Finding our rhythm in this glorious land. Oh, Canada, building trees beneath the